On behalf of Honorable Rolando U. Toledo, it is my great pleasure and privilege to introduce the Department of Budget and Management Undersecretary who will deliver the keynote message this morning. Yusek Goddess Hope Oliveran, the Undersecretary and Supervising Senior Official of the Communications and Public Relations Group of the Department of Budget and Management, and the agency's official representative to both the Philippine Commission on Women and Freedom of Information Committee. She also serves as chair of the DBM's Gender and Development Focal Point System and head of the GAD Technical Working Group. She is also the president of the Association of Information Officers in Metro Manila. She graduated cum laude with a degree in broadcast communication and holds a master's degree in strategic public relations from the University of Sydney, Australia. She is now pursuing her master's in media leadership at the University of Cumbria in United Kingdom. Under her leadership, the DBM became the first national government agency in the Philippines to be honored with the highest recognition from the International Marcom Awards for its digital public engagement initiative, demonstrating that innovation, transparency, and effective storytelling can thrive in public service. Yusek Goddess is an opinion columnist for the Manila Bulletin and a broadcast anchor at Radyo Pilipinas. She also commands a strong presence online with over 5 million followers on Facebook. Her work in media and communication extends to the academe as well, having taught communication and public relations at De La Salle University and Adamson University in Manila. She holds the rank of an auxiliary rear admiral, equivalent to a two-star general, in the Philippine Coast Guard, and serves as a member of the Philippine Army Multi-Sectoral Advisory Board. She was also recognized as the country's top government communicator in 2024 and 2025 Boses ng Bayan survey conducted by the RP Mission and Development Foundation. She also received 2 distinctions at the Asia Leaders Award 2025 in Indonesia, one of which is the Awards for Global Excellence in Media and Communications. A trailblazer in the digital age, Yusek Goddess Libiran continues to inspire a new generation of public servants through her innovation and unwavering dedication to service. Ladies and gentlemen, let us give a virtual round of applause to Honorable Goddess Hope Oliveran.
Oh, wow. Thank you for that very kind and overwhelming introduction. Okay, so to Philippine Association of State Universities and Colleges, PASOK President Dr. Tirso A. Ronquillo, to our very good friend, no? Government Procurement Policy Board Technical Support Office Officer in Charge, Attorney Sofia Yanto Abad, who is also my idol. Our SUC presidents, vice presidents, and distinguished officials, our fellow public servants, partners, and stakeholders, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Good morning to everyone joining us in Cebu. Maayong buntag. On behalf of our hardworking Department of Budget and Management Secretary Rolando or Rolly U. Toledo, it is a privilege to be with you today for this significant second leg of the NGPA Caravan, which is a platform that unites us not only to learn, but to take action, pursue reforms, and lead with purpose. So, our secretary conveys his sincerest regrets for not being able to join you today, as he is attending to an equally important engagement concerning the impact of the Middle East crisis to our countrymen and the Philippines. So with your kind indulgence, please allow me to deliver his message. So let me begin by commending PASOK and GPPB-TSO for your strong partnership in advancing green procurement reform across our state universities and colleges. This initiative is both timely and necessary, and frankly, long overdue in many areas. I know many of you will agree with that. So let me be very clear. Procurement is not a back office function. Hindi ito support lang. It is where public trust it is where public trust is either built or broken, diba? So in our SUCs, procurement decisions directly shape the quality of education we deliver. So from classrooms and laboratories to digital infrastructure, to learning materials, to student services, sa mga SUC po nagsisimula ang pangarap ng milyon-milyong kabataan. At kung paano natin ginagastos ang pondo, doon po nasusukat kung gaano natin sila pinahalagahan. Minsan, iniisip natin, papel lang naman yan, process lang naman yan, compliance lang naman yan. Pero ang totoo po, alam nyo, sa likod po ng bawat document, meron pong estudyanteng naghihintay. Sa likod po ng bawat delay, meron din pong mga pangarap na nade-delay o natatagalan. This is why procurement reform is not optional. It is actually, and in fact, foundational. Diba? Not optional, it is in fact foundational. This administration, the administration of President Bongbong Marcos, has made it clear that education is a national priority. So for 2026, we allocated 1.345 trillion to the education sector. In fact, this is the largest share of the national budget, meeting for the first time the UNESCO benchmark of 4% of GDP. So of this, 137.9 billion is directly allocated to state universities and colleges, including po yung 68.8 billion to sustain free tuition and support around 5.7 million students nationwide. So malaki po yung pondo eh. Pero aminin na natin, kahit gaano po kalaki yung budget, kung mabagal ang procurement, parang, kumbaga sa computer, di ba, naka-loading lang yung serbisyo o nagbabuffer yung serbisyo. At alam naman po nating lahat, walang gustong ma-stuck sa loading or sa buffering, di ba? Kapag nanonood tayo ng YouTube, tapos matagal yung connection, mabagal ang connection, nagbabuffer siya. Lalo na, yung mga estudyante natin, ayaw na naghihintay. So let me emphasize that no matter how large the budget is, if procurement fails, delivery fails, right? So this new Government Procurement Act is not just a new law. It is a systemic shift toward faster processes, smarter systems, professionalized procurement, and stronger safeguards against corruption. In fact, it was mentioned many times before that this is actually the biggest anti-corruption measure in recent history. Kasi pero hindi po kasi magic ang batas eh. Kahit gaano kaganda yung IRR, kung hindi po natin isa sa buhay, mananatili lang po itong papel. So laws do not reform institutions. You know what reform institutions? People do. People do. At kayo po yun. So you, our SUC leaders, promote procurement officers, back members, technical staff are at the very center of this transformation. So kayo po ang magpapabilis, kayo ang magpapatino, at kayo rin po yung magtatama kung may mali. So we have already begun this journey. The first leg of the NGPA caravan laid the groundwork. The second leg must deepen it. Mas palalimin niyo po. But today, I ask you to move beyond compliance. Hindi sapat ang sumunod lang. Kailangan, alam niyo po, 3 big words eh. Ownership, accountability, and leadership. no? So ownership, accountability, and leadership. Because the real test of reform is not how well we understand the law, but how consistently we apply it, how courageously we enforce it, and how transparently we uphold it. So allow me to be direct here. Forgive me. So I call on every SUC represented here today to professionalize your procurement systems. Invest in training. Napakahalaga po niyan. Build internal expertise. Treat procurement as a discipline, not just a sideline, hindi extra task. At lalong hindi, bahala na. Hindi po ganun yun. Fully embrace digitalization and transparency. Those are very important. Adopt e-procurement, strengthen documentation, make your processes open, traceable, and accountable. Kasi kung malinaw po ang proseso, mas kaunti ang duda. Di ba? Reject inefficiency and corruption at all levels. Walang shortcuts. Walang pwede na. Walang ganyan na kasi dati eh. If we want better outcomes, we must demand better standards. At higit sa lahat, ensure that every procurement decision translates into real outcomes. No? Tanungin natin ang sarili natin, makakatulong ba ito sa mga estudyante? Mapapabuti ba nito ang pagtuturo? Magagamit ba ito ng maayos? Kung hindi malinaw kasi ang sagot doon, baka kailangan pa nating pag-isipan ng mas matagal. Because at the end of the day, procurement is not just about contracts. It is about outcomes. So it is about a student who finally has a decent classroom, a teacher who finally has the tools to teach better. Diba? At isang pamilya po na nagbago ang buhay dahil po ang anak nila ay nabigyan ng pagkakataon. Sa bawat maayos po na procurement, may buhay na umaangat. Aminin po natin, sobrang totoo yan. Sa bawat mali, may pangarap din pong napapabayaan. Kaya ang tanong, anong klase ng sistema ang iiwan natin? Tanong nyo sa sarili nyo, anong klaseng sistema ang gusto ninyo? So as we move forward, let us remember that we are not only implementing a law. We are in fact rebuilding trust in how government works. Let this NGPA caravan be more than a seminar. Huwag po itong matapos na may certificate lang kayo. Huwag kayong makontento na certificate lang ang hawak nyo. Tapos may group photo. 'Di ba? Sana matapos po ito na may panibagong paninindigan ang bawat isa sa inyo. Yung paninindigan po na hindi na tayo babalik sa dati. Nakukuha niyo po ba? Paninindigan na hindi na tayo papayag na palpak yung proseso. At paninindigan po na bawat piso ay pinaghihirapan, binabantayan, at pinapakinggan. Kasi sa bagong Pilipinas po, good governance is not just promised, but also practiced. Not just practiced, but practiced consistently and without compromise. At kung may gusto akong iwan sa inyo ngayon, ito po yun. Okay, darating yung panahon na hindi na po maaalala ng estudyante kung sino ang nasa Bids and Awards Committee. 'Di ba? Aminin nyo, nagkakaproblema nga tayo sa pag-alala kung sino yung mga naging teachers natin sometimes eh. 'Di ba? Hindi nila maaalala kung sino yung nag-approve ng procurement plan. Pero mararamdaman nila yung epekto ng mga desisyon ninyo mula sa kalidad ng edukasyon na natatanggap nila. Pati po dun sa mga oportunidad na nabuksan sa kanila at sa kinabukasan po na nabuo nila. At kapag dumating po yung araw na yon, sana masabi natin, kahit tahimik ang papel natin, naging bahagi tayo ng tagumpay nila. Hindi man tayo yung nasa entablado sa graduation, Pero pwede rin, di ba? Bakit hindi nyo pa lagay, bakit hindi nyo po ilagay sa entablado yung mga back personnel nyo? Pero tayo po yung tumulong. Di ba? Hindi man tayo yung nasa entablado tuwing graduation. Pero alam natin sa sarili natin na tayo po yung tumulong para makarating sila roon. At yun po ang tunay na sukatan ng serbisyo publiko. So yun lamang po. Maraming salamat sa inyong dedikasyon at malasakit. Mabuhay po ang ating mga state universities and colleges at mabuhay po ang bagong Pilipinas. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Yusek Gades, for gracing us virtually with your esteemed presence and for your inspiring message guiding us toward a more responsive and transparent procurement environment. Okay, let's have a virtual photo opportunity with our Yusek Goddess Hope Oliviran. So for our participants, kindly turn on your cameras
Hello, RD!
so that our technical committee can capture.
RD Laceras, hello po.
Yan.
Yes,
Smile po
ma'am.
tayong
Good
lahat.
morning.
Morning!